Hi, welcome back to the channel. LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for August. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Gemini, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so Gemini, your challenge is the Nine of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups upright. Okay, so your biggest challenge for the month of August is the Nine of Swords. I feel with the Nine of Swords here, your biggest challenge here is not to allow your mind to overtake you, to overwhelm you, your thoughts, your worries, your fears. A lot of whatever it is that you're worrying about has a lot to do with this uncontrollable feeling of, I don't have control of my life. I don't have control of, my situation, whatever the case may be. There's worry and fear here that's very much connected to your challenge. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to see why this is happening and what you need to know in a moment. Now, in the recent past, Gemini, you have the Seven of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands, and you have the Six of Swords. So I feel like for you in the recent past, you disconnected from a situation here where you may have felt there was deception, lies, dishonesty. You felt like you were taken advantage of in a situation. Could have been somebody with a fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I'm also getting another air sign, maybe a Libra here or an Aquarius. We're going to find out more about this for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Wands. You're moving forward with your life. There's definitely a new chapter that you have either started already or you're in the process of starting. Some of you are questioning this new beginning that you're having. I'm getting a very strong new energy here. 9/11 is on the clock, 911. So you can check out 911 online to see what 911 represents for you. There could be some sort of important message there for you. I do feel in the present moment you're questioning something, especially with the Page of Swords here, and we're going to talk more about that and get more information on that for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Tower, the Two of Swords, and you have the Six of Pentacles. A lot of you in the near future, what I'm really strongly getting here is there's a situation that comes into your life and something happens in the near future. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I never really think the Tower is a bad thing, even though people may look at the Tower and they may say, oh no, the Tower is showing up. This is, it's negative. It's a bad thing. I don't think the Tower is a bad thing. And here's why I don't think it's a bad thing for you. Something here happens that's outside of your control. And it's happening because a lot of you already feel it's going to happen. You already feel some sort of change is going to come into your life here. And I do strongly feel a lot of you are closed off to this change. It's like you don't want this change to happen or you're afraid of this change happening. And it's very much connected to maybe a financial situation or a partnership that you're involved in. But the Tower here is signaling change, okay? There's a major change that's coming in, one that is showing you, hey, this is something you've been worried about for quite some time. That's why your challenge is the Nine of Swords, because there's something you're worried about and you know that eventually something here is going to change. Okay. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to prepare you for that and see what that's all about. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups here. So I feel with the Two of Cups, there's definitely the strong energy here of a relationship. There's a relationship that's coming into your life if it hasn't already, or there could be talks about moving into a new direction and solidifying the relationship that you're already in. So if you're single, I see you moving from being single into a serious connection that is going to lead to a major transformation in your life. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Let's clarify your challenge. So the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Three of Wands. You have the King of Cups and the Temperance. So your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the fact that for many of you, there is a relationship, okay? I'm really getting a strong energy of a relationship, okay? Or you embarking on a new relationship here. Some of you could be also traveling and doing something, you know, either someone's traveling from a distance to you or you're traveling to someone from a distance, and it's taken a long time for something here to develop. I do feel there's a water sign in your life, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This person's really emotionally connected to you, but there's a fear here that, hey, maybe things may not work out. Maybe, you know, because something here has taken a very long time. And even if this is not connected to love, something here has taken a very long time to develop for you. And this is why a lot of you have been in your head about it, right? You've been in your head about, you know, is this ever going to happen? Are we ever going to be together? So your biggest challenge here is to allow time to pass, to allow things to work and gradually come together as they need to over time. And like I said, not only to you, but everybody else, you know, we have Venus retrograde and then we have Mercury retrograde. So your ruler is already in the shadow period, you know, preparing to go into retrograde, right? So that means, you know, whatever is happening, you know, in the sky with Mercury, it's going to affect you, right? So this is about not allowing your thoughts in your mind to overwhelm you, especially negative ones, because time is going to have to pass in order for something here to develop. And the more patient you are, the more likely it is going to happen in a positive fashion. And that's going to be your biggest challenge, not being in your head so much, but allowing time to flow the way it needs to in order for something here to manifest. Okay. So let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Five of Wands, and the Page of Swords. A lot of you tried to be patient in a situation in the recent past where there was a lot of conflict. There was a lot of dishonesty. There was a lot of these disagreements with a particular person, no matter how much you tried to make the situation work. Some of you may have even sought help to get this situation, you know, back on the road. Either way, you disconnected from it. You said, you know what, enough is enough. I'm not arguing. I don't want to be in conflict. You started to see a situation here in the past for what it was. And you started to realize that the likelihood of you and this person or you in this situation in the recent past having a new beginning is probably not going to happen. A lot of you got fed up and you moved on with the Six of Swords here. Okay. Now in the present moment, you are moving forward. There's a journey that you are on. Tell me more about the Three of Wands in the present moment for Gemini. The Sun in reverse, you have the Empress upright and the Three of Cups. So here's the thing, there's a reconciliation in the present moment, okay? Not going to resonate with all of you, but some of you, there's two stories I'm getting here. The first is that some of you are disconnecting from a situation that has made you very depressed, okay? So a person, place, or thing has made you very depressed. You're tired, you're done. You may have said to yourself, I'm moving away from this situation. I no longer want to be involved in this situation. This is a part of your growth. It's a part of you moving forward. You've been questioning this new beginning. You've been questioning this new direction, but it's one that you are celebrating because you're finally saying to yourself, hey, I can be happy again. I think that's a priority for you in the present moment. If that's not the case, some of you are choosing to connect with someone at a distance, okay? So some of you have been separated with someone for quite some time. You love this person, they love you, and it's like you and this person want to come back together, but there's also this uncertainty in terms of your passion for this person, feelings for this person. So some of you are still questioning this. Is this the right direction? Should I be doing this? Should I not be doing this? Is this the right thing to do? Tell me more about the present moment for Gemini with the Page of Swords. What do they need to know? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Fool, and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, what you're questioning right now in the present moment is, am I moving too quickly? This is why you're worried. This is why you have some sort of anxiety right now, because some of you are afraid that if you do take that leap of faith, if you do, choose to move forward with your life, is it the right decision to do? Because it's a risk. Whatever this, remember I was talking about a new beginning, and there was no cards here showing a new beginning other than the Three of Wands. And there you go. There's the confirmation that there is a new beginning that you are questioning. So right now, a lot of you are rushing to do something. And, of course, it's the reason why you're worried about it is because intuitively you know that you should take your time, because your ruler is slowing down. So as soon as a planet is slowing down and you're ruled by this planet, it's going to affect you. So whatever it is that you're embarking on doing, make sure that you're 100% sure that this is something that you want to do. Okay. Now in the near future, there's a Tower moment. And this is happening, of course, during Mercury retrograde in Virgo, because something here is correcting. With Mercury in Virgo, Mercury in a way is very much connected to Gemini, but it's also equally connected to Virgo. And because it's going to be retrograding in Virgo, which is going to be happening for many of you, I believe this is happening in your 4th house. So this has a lot to do with your family, has a lot to do with maybe, you know, your home life. There's something here that, you know, breaks down or it's not stable anymore. Why is the Tower here for Gemini in the near future? What is it that they need to know? So you have the Page of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands, and you have the High Priestess. So for you in the near future, you already knew that this was going to happen. That's why you're worried about it. So here's the confirmation for you. The confirmation is whatever it is that you're worried about, it's most likely going to happen, okay? Because it happens here in the near future with the Tower. And this is why a lot of you are still in this energy of uncertainty when it comes to a new opportunity or a new beginning. A lot of you want to give to a situation, or somebody that you're inquiring about wants to give to the situation, but because it's not stable in the near future, somebody here chooses to close themselves off. Okay. And this is about, you know, listening to your intuition, because your intuition is showing you that right now with your challenge. Some of you can't sleep at night. Some of you are worried about a situation. And I think what Spirit is saying here, instead of worrying about this situation, why don't you be practical about this situation? You know, is this something that is balanced? Because if you're in a situation where it's not balanced and you're giving and giving to a situation, there's going to be a Tower moment, and vice versa. So there needs to be some sort of balance. This can be connected to a relationship that you're involved in, maybe a balance between the time you spend on your own and the time that you spend within this relationship. How are you trying or planning on doing that? Because you are moving into a new direction. Let's get some advice for you. What's the advice? You have the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Hangman. Yeah. So your biggest piece of advice here for you is whatever it is that you're embarking on. Again, I keep getting this new beginning energy, and it's not a coincidence that the Ace of Wands is there. Your biggest piece of advice, Gemini, is before you decide to celebrate some sort of new beginning, the question you need to ask yourself is, am I in alignment with myself? And when I say, are you in alignment with yourself? I'm saying, are you in alignment with what your heart wants and what your mind wants? Because if you're in a place where your mind is like, yeah, I really want this, but then your heart is not there, those two things need to be working together, right? In order to create some sort of balance, because something here is out of balance. This could also be, applicable to your partner. If your partner wants one thing and you want one thing and you both aren't on the same page, well, again, that is what is affecting or creating some sort of blockage here. So your biggest piece of advice is before you celebrate some sort of new beginning, before you embark on some sort of new beginning, before you even reconcile with someone maybe here from the past and have a new beginning, make sure you're really clear on how you see this going, because something is not 100% clear. That's why the Hangman is here. This is why you feel tied up, or you feel like you can't move, or you feel like you can't take action, because something here is holding you back. So your biggest piece of advice here is two things. The first thing is make sure the way is clear for you to take action and do what you need to do. That means tying up loose ends, making sure everything's correct, maybe fixing things that haven't been fixed for a very long time. And that's going to be different for different folks, right? So that's the first piece of advice. The second piece of advice is make sure that whatever new beginning you're embarking on, it's one that you 100% want, both you and your person, if there's a person involved. Make sure your mind, your body, and your soul are connected on this. Make sure that all of them are working together to create this new beginning that you actually truly want, okay? So Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.